Hi everyone, again, Frank DeMar at the Last Chronicles of Planet Earth. If you want to get to my site, just go to Google and punch in BibleProphecyMan.com, or just put it in the search engine and you'll come up to my site. But yet, as of yesterday, November 2nd, 2011, I did talk about the Ezekiel War that's coming. And later on in the article, I'll show you a map. And this is a map of the directions of the nations that they're going to be taking, mostly predominantly north, as it says in Ezekiel chapter 38 and 39, where it says the attack will come from the northern quarters. And obviously you also have Libya here as well. But this is a prophecy that hasn't been fulfilled yet, and I've been warning the pathway to the war is being set. Now yesterday there was some news that came out predicting that there was going to be a U.S. attack against Iran to stop the nuclear program. Now, in the news today, as you can see, today is November the 3rd, Iran, the damning nuclear evidence. It says Iran is attempting to engineer and test nuclear weapons at a series of banned production sites in defiance of the United Nations sanctions, according to a report to be released next week. Now in the article, and I'm going to give you the link at my site, so you can go to my site and read the whole article if you want to, but it says the research by the UN watchdog, the International Atomic Energy Agency, will add a substantial layer, 7 years of investigations that is likely to inflame tensions in the Middle East. I've been warning about the next war that will develop, will be in the Middle East. And it will involve, obviously, Iran and Israel. Now, here is another news article that I want you to see. Now, this article is also from today's news. And it says the UK and US draw up a joint plan to attack Iran. Evidence of the nuclear program raises tensions in the Middle East. So, here's the Prime Minister of Great Britain, Cameron, and obviously you know this man, and they're planning an attack. And if you look at the map in the article, you'll see one of the originations of this attack, 750 aircraft, will be coming from Israel. And we have troops in Iraq, we have troops, the United States has troops in Afghanistan, along with Great Britain, by the way, and they will be attacking Iran, at least in this scenario on this map. Now, they'll be going after the different centrifuges you can see here that are in Iran, and there's many of them. So what you really need to look at is, what did the Lord tell us in Ezekiel chapter 38 and 39? Well, we know that something is going to cause Iran to join links with Russia. And obviously, if you were in Israel and you made a line straight up into the map, you'd go right into Moscow. So when the Lord said that the attack would come from the north and Russia would lead the attack, we know what would happen, because who's an ally of Iran right now? It's Russia. So what could happen is Israel, the United States, and these other nations can go into Iran, they can hit it. And then what will happen is repercussions from the Middle East that could set off the Psalm 83 war. And then it'll take some time for Iran to recoup from this. And then what will happen is Russia will get ticked off because their ally was invaded. And if you read my book, it says in my book, and I quote from the Russians, that anybody that attacks Iran is the same thing as attacking Russia. So we could see all different kinds of war scenarios breaking out of this. But here's the deal. Israel is going to be the major focus of what happens in the last days. This is what the Lord told us, and you'll know we are already in the last days, and this is why we're starting to see all these different news articles. And one of the things I found interesting is when you read Ezekiel, you'll see that the young lions of Tarshish, which would be a break off of Great Britain, would be in the area of the attack. And all they're going to do is give a formal protest to it. And guess who's there? The young lions, Great Britain, the United States, and Australia, just like the scripture says.